Yeah.
I could die tomorrow.
There you go.
Oh, no.
That's the spirit.
Jeez.
I was thinking the PlayStation 5 faces Switch level scarcity, and then the world's production lines fall off, and COVID slowly just overtakes the power grid, and then a solar flare hits Earth, and all electronics become completely unusable.
I mean, if that's the case, I think I'll be fine, as I'll have ascended to the role of Slum King in our now dystopian society. So,
You think you would be the Slum King?
You know what?
You don't own any property. The landlords are already the Slum Kings, Lucas. They're not going to give up that title in the
concept
apocalypse.
of property ownership is going to get a little more fluid when
Andrew,
the apocalypse hits.
do you know how you become
on
the
Lucas's
Slum
side
King?
a little.
By taking
Yeah.
that from people who think they own it but aren't willing to fight for it.
You literally eat the landlords.
I mean, look, you gotta intimidate.
I have consumed the landlord and therefore his power.
His power.
I'm not...
The landlord is the world's shittiest supervillain. Just like, I make you pay rent every month, and I don't really... it's only enforced through social norms, and not really threatening you at all or anything other than like the potential that you might have to find a new place.
Whereas I, as the Slum King, am actually threatening them into giving me...
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think it'd be money. It sounds like it'd be fealty.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
pay
be
me
charging
your
rent.
taxes. Yeah, no, at that point it's just taxes.
Yeah.
You know what?
Rent? Where we're going, we don't need rent.
I mean,
You just die.
obviously there are issues with a monarchy, but honestly, if I claim to be ordained by God and therefore fit to rule, I think I'd do a decent job of it for a while.
Holy
Kids
shit.
might have trouble, but
This guy's chosen by God.
we'd have a solid couple of decades.
Damn.
Got a plan.
Lucas, very confident in his Slum Kingdom.
How this is gonna play out? Some guys coming in hot, feel like they get to call the shots, start ruling like more by force and fear than anything else. People start getting upset. I come in, promise to build up some infrastructure, strategically take them out, and then you know what? Now we're motivated. Now we have like united goals to pursue.
And on this podcast, we also have Lucas. I just did the Napoleon thing, the writer.
You know what? Napoleon, also pretty good run for a while. Didn't go great towards the end, but I'm not going to get cocky.
Is it-
Lucas, the man who aspires to be a king slumlord, it says he will not get cocky.
Also,
He's not going to let his ego get in the way, you know?
you know what?
But if you don't pay rent, I will kill your children.
Honestly, the whole slum thing, that's just to keep us humble, okay? We are going for sustainability here, not grand empire. Keeping it small, acting local, affecting globally. That's that's our motto in my slum domain.
Affecting globally? Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about? PlayStation 5?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, what do you guys think of it so far?
I am playing the first Spider-Man before I move on to Miles Morales.
Okay.
How does almost Tom Holland look visually?
He looks very young. I'm like, is this guy... He's in an apartment in New York, and he's getting, like, rent overdue notes in the mail, so it's like... I don't know if this guy's supposed to be, like, 15, or...
Right?
Man, if Lucas was that guy's landlord, he'd be dead by now.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, I'm not saying you go crazy with it, but, sometimes you have to make concise examples.
Of Spider-Man.
Well, I wouldn't know he's Spider-Man in this situation, okay?
Lucas is just playing cards with his other, slumlord friends. So anyway, this guy tells me, hey, I'm just a young scientist boy. I can't pay my rent yet, so I shot him. Anyway, you guys see Spider-Man lately? I haven't.
Yeah, so I snuck into his room while he was sleeping and shot him in the head point blank. Anyway, man, Spider-Man has been MIA lately. We've had so much crime.
Yeah, normally I would have been arrested for this, but since there's no police, Spider-Man's the only one that could have arrested me. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of him.
Yeah, I was really nervous that Spider-Man was going to come get me. But everything's been pretty chill, I guess.